Guys, welcome back to the channel. Intel shares in the past day or so have really seen a major jump, up by 7.3%. In the pre-market so far, we're up by a further 2.3%, which really does signal a massive shift in trend for Intel. I mean, just look over the past couple of weeks and months, right? The 1 month chart here, really, we've just been seeing this one fall and gapping down and just really moving to the downside. But after some recent consolidation right down at these levels between around $19 all the way up to about $20 roughly, we are now seeing Intel see this major push, which has obviously been completed by this even larger jump up to where we are right now. As many of you will know, there is a reason about this, but we need to speak about it in this video. So if you want to see my opinions, if you want to hear the latest, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. The more likes and subscribers I get from this video, the more I know that you guys want to see more content on Intel, so the more I will make. With that being said, let's jump straight into this video and cover the latest news. So we know that the Trump administration is weighing up taking a stake in Intel, and this is really quite significant, right? The Trump administration is in talks with Intel to have the US government potentially, emphasis on that word, right, potentially, take a stake in the struggling chip maker. So Bloomberg News reported today, citing the people familiar with the plan. Such a move would mark another intervention by the US President Donald Trump in industries seen as vital to national security. So Trump has pushed for the multi-billion-dollar government tie-ups in semiconductors and rare earths. For instance, a pay-for-play deal with Nvidia and arrangement with rare earth producer MP Minerals to secure critical minerals. Intel at the moment declined to comment, but on the report they've said that they are deeply committed to supporting Trump's efforts to strengthen the US technology and manufacturing leadership. The White House spokesperson Kush Desai, I believe it is, said that they are in discussions about hypothetical deals and they should be regarded as speculation unless officially announced by the administration. At the time, Intel shares, as you will know, have surged over 7% with regular trading and then another 2.6% after the bell on Wall Street. If you guys are ready to get serious about trading for less than the price of a coffee every day, I've got to tell you about the new Patreon page that I have just launched. That's right guys, I have a new Patreon. I'm going to be sharing everything on here, from my personal stocks that I am watching to pre-market updates, as well as a Discord group which I have started. It's going to allow you to access similar-minded, like-minded people who are also interested in sharing their knowledge about the markets. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff over here guys. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content coming in the next couple of weeks, but do bear in mind, for most of the tiers, spots are limited. The Market Scout, where you'll gain access to the Discord, prices will change after 150 members. At the moment guys, I'm limited for time, so the Trader's Edge course and above, we're limiting the courses even lower, right? There's a limited amount of people who can join. At the same time, depending on the level of mentorship that you want, we have prices going all the way up from $14.50 to the highest tiers over here that you can see. Again, if you're looking to take your journey to that next level, on these middle tiers, this is personally the one that I would recommend, even though it's not the most expensive. It costs less than a coffee every single day, and the amount of information that you'll get here, in my personal opinion, is absolutely worth the value. At the very least, guys, you can become a member for free. The link is down in the description, the comment section, and the bio. Just give it a look and see what you think. And of course, feel free to sign up if you're looking to take your journey even further. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now, this really comes at a significant time for Intel, because as you may know, at the moment, Intel has had a lot of difficulties, right? They've had a lot of difficulties with their products, they've had a lot of difficulties finding customers. It's actually something that we've been covering for a while on the channel anyway, so it's quite coincidental. But this comes at a good time potentially, because again, things right now for Intel aren't fundamentally looking that great. We've seen the company admitting to the fact they're going to have to make major layoffs. We've seen products not necessarily being as competitive as first imagined. It really is a time where the company has to question what's going on. However, whilst it is speculation, people think this could be a major win if the Trump administration does go in on Intel. I think the logic here is going to be, well, it's a lot more support for the company. It's going to provide a lot more clarity for the company's future, which is something that, in my opinion, investors are critically lacking at the moment. Looking back at the charts though, where do we go from here? Well, obviously we've seen a major push up, and the important thing to note right here is this is obviously based on speculation. It's really important to note this, right? Because if this isn't the case, If this doesn't play out in the way that's anticipated, and there is always that potential, guys, don't take it for granted, there's always that potential. If things don't play out in the ways that are expected by many, how do things begin to look then? Well, then we could begin to see, obviously, even more fear entering around Intel. At the same time, we're now at a level where, well, we're looking at some very potentially good things, right? We need to break past today, and it looks like in pre-market hours already we're going to do this. We need to break out of the 23 range and into the 24 range and really remain above there. This is one of these days where we need to acknowledge what we've seen, right? Breaking past that brings us up to a previous level of support. If you look way back, and this is what I always like to do, guys, look for historical levels of support on a long-term time frame. Holding this level of support, which arguably could be a resistance right now, but if we can hold this 24.12, I'm going to call it support, that we've seen here, we've seen to some degree back here as well, that could be a very good sign. I think a lot of you guys, after a day like today, and a lot of people more broadly, they'd like to see Intel just keep running and running and running. After all, in the past year, in the past 5 years, Intel stock's not been performing that amazingly, really. And, of course, we know why. So a lot of people are going to want to see this one really run. But do bear in mind a few things. That's what I'm going to say, right? This is a speculative play. So, depending on the situation, things could very much take a twist. Even if things do go well, what I really want to see here today, personally, is a consolidation day. I want to see this one consolidate, remain relatively flat, maybe some slow moves upwards. I think if we can hold on to these levels here, hold above the $24 range, great, right? That's going to be fantastic. That's really as simple as it is for me today. I want to just see us hold above 20, 24, and slowly start to march up. Inevitably, I think it is inevitable, we're going to be seeing some volatility coming today. That's kind of what you'd expect at this point, but it's just about being aware of the situation, right? This is not something which is 100% yet. Do bear that in mind when making any decisions, but yeah, that's my personal thoughts, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, do let me know in the comments, and also share your thoughts down there as well, why not? Thank you, see you again soon, guys, goodbye.